Are you interested in business? Are you interested in starting out in business? Or you've started, but yet you want to reach more audience? You want to reach more of your target audience? This video is for you. Trust me, because on this episode, we'll be talking on how to build a successful business plan and business brand, business identity. You're welcome back to another moment with It's Not Peters. Today, I'll be teaching us and I'll be telling us how successful business, how successful brand are able to build their businesses from the scratch. But it's not a day job, it's a years of continuous branding and rebranding so they could be able to fit into their target audience. If not you want to start a business, if not you're just starting out, you are interested in doing business, you need to know a lot of these things so that you'll be able to strive and win when doing business. Because majority of established business, they've built something, and that's what they have as an edge over the smaller brand, over the upcoming business. So today I'll be teaching us how to build brand identity. But before I start, I want us to know the definition of brand identity. What does brand identity mean? It's the process of creating a distinct identity for a business in the mind of your target audience. So, what does this brand identity, what does this entails? I'll be listing out 4 things that brand identity entails, which makes other businesses to thrive, which means that anything they produce, people are ready, and at the same time they are willing to consume irrespective the amount. Imagine the number of people that trooped in to buy iPhone 15 when it was launched. They leverage on 2 things. Number 1 is their identity. Number 2, they leverage on their target audience. So how were they able to build this successful conglomerate? So what does brand identity, what does it entail? 1, it entails a company's name. So before you start your business, you need to find a distinct name for yourself, a name that actually combines what your company represents, what your business as well represents. For example, you want to go into food business. That you don't just think about, okay, let me say your name, maybe your name is Peter, like Peters. People might not actually comes in terms with that name, with that identity, but you just say Cake by Peters, or rather Peters Kitchens. That kitchens, that taste by already give a sense of listening to you, people that are comes to like, okay, kitchen taste. So what actually bring them is that name that you bring that, so that they'll be to resonate with a company name. Don't just wake up in a day and build it and say, okay, you want to name your company, you want to name your business this, and your name, the company name does not resonate with the company's identity, what the company, what the business, what the brand is about. Then number 2 is a logo. Now, logo is very important in every business. I'll show you 2 examples right now. Now, if you see an Apple logo that was beaten by the side, nobody needs to tell you that, okay, this is actually from Apple company. Do you understand? Nobody needs to tell you by the logo, by the design, you're able to know that, okay, this product is actually produced by Apple. So that's why Apple will sell more in the market compared to the others. Why? They've built their name for themselves using 1, the product, 2, their logo. Then number 3, they're able to catch their target audience. So your logo as well is very important. Logo is different from brand name, the company's name, but your logo in introducing your business is very important. A logo by people who actually will be able to resonate with that. Okay, when they see this design, they know what it's about. The second one is Dangote conglomerate. Now, anywhere you see that letter D in a blue background, you already know that okay, this company is actually for Dangote. So nobody needs to tell you that the D is for maybe someone else. The moment you see that D, you know that okay, this is actually one of the segments, one of the power of Dangote's business empire. So your logo as well need to entails in your business brand. Then number two, the factual designs. Now, this factual design will help you if you want to go into all this online marketing feature or something that people can see. Imagine what MTN used to capture a lot of us while growing up. While listening to news or while watching maybe like Super Story or anything, and they want to make an advertisement of their product, MTN comes with a slogan, which is MTN everywhere you go. I don't know if they might have changed it, but that slogan actually help us to, okay, for example now, everywhere you go. It was a common language, it was a common stuff within ourselves back in the days. So even we used to abuse ourselves with that. You be MTN, which means everywhere you go, we shall must see you. That's how it is. So in building your successful brand, all those things need to be put in place. Your company's name, the logo, then the factual representative, the factual design of your company needs to be well communicated. Then the last thing is make sure your mission of the enterprise is well known, is well established. Don't just wake up one day and say, okay, you want to build this, you want to do that, and all those four things are in place, especially your business, your enterprise mission. Things you need to sit down, you need to make you need to sit down, ask yourself some questions. Ask yourself, you need to sit down and plans. Okay, what are the mission? What I want to achieve in doing this? What is my purpose of doing this? You need to ask yourself before you start doing something, before others could. The moment you're able to give answer to your mission, you're halfway done in establishing what needs to be done. So the moment you're able to write down the plans, the mission, then someone will ask you, why do you want to do this business? And you couldn't give a concrete answer to it. That's a very bad way to go. Don't just start anything because your friends are doing it. Start something because you want to provide value to people. Let's go there. Everybody wants to make money. But if you want to make money while do things you love. I'm telling you, enjoy it. Imagine you doing something you love doing, and at the same time, you're making money by the side. So I will point out some people right now that they've created an identity for themselves that we can't actually shun away from them. Okay, let me start from this man, Brother Shaggy. Anytime you hear Oya Eats Me in any meme, we know that, oh, this is Brother Shaggy. But do you know the guy's name actually? The man's name is something like Samuel Perry. Imagine he dropped a skit, and I told my friend, or you met your friend that Samuel Perry dropped a skit. You'd be like, who there is Samuel Perry? But the way you say, but that Shaggy dropped a skit. Come on, you will jump at it that, oh, this man. The same thing happens to Mr. Macaroni. When you see that cap, that agbada, you know that, oh, this is Mr. Macaroni. Oh, you're doing well. He created something for himself that the moment say, oh, you are doing well. Put your account number there. Nobody needs to tell you that you are copying. We are using the style of Mr. Macaroni. His name is Debo. So that's how it is. That's how people are able to build successful brand, able to build an identity for themselves, irrespective of the field that you chose, irrespective of the niche that you chose. Your identity needs to be distinct. There are people doing the same thing, but you can actually stand out. Thousands of people are doing the same thing, but one can stand out amidst the 1,000. Successful brand tends to work more on their identity so they can capture the soul and attention of their target audience. There are people that you want your company to actually target. Starting a business, but you can't provide value to everybody. There are people, there are audiences that you want to appeal to. Those are the people your focus are on. So a lot of people, maybe for example now, let me say like content creation. Okay, this man, the moment I say let's not use name again, let's not use logo again now. The moment I say Fisayo Fusudu, like, oh, the tech guy on YouTube. That's it. From his name, he's able to create a niche for himself. So the moment I say, do you know Mr. Beast? That YouTube guy. The moment I say, okay, Shank, like that's the comedian. The moment I say Olamide, Whiskey, oh, these people, they are musicians. They're able to create a name from themselves, and the name they actually created for themselves is their brand, is their craft. So while doing business, your name should be attached to the value you're providing to people, you're giving to people. Back then, when I was in secondary school, the year I joined my secondary school, then they changed our school uniform. Name of the school was on our school uniform. We were the number, like we're the first set that wear that school uniform. And at the same time, in the old town, in those, let me say city now, then we're the first school that we have something like that as school uniform. Every other school just have something plain, something different, but we're different. So the moment we were walking, we're out of the school, and people start seeing the name of the school on our clothes. They're like, oh, this is the name of the school. People start bringing their kids to school. We don't like it, but the proprietor then was actually building his brand. But then, we were young minds. We were different from every other schools. We were different from every other students. So the moment we step out, they were like, oh, these people, they are from this college. And everybody, every parent want to be associated with this school. So that's it. Shamelessly, you need to advertise yourself. You need to bring yourself. You need to know your product. You need to tell people about your product. That's how business thrive. When doing business, two things are established. You need to leverage on your name, then on people, your target audience. Because without your target audience, you might not be able to sell your product. Then the name should be distinct, because that's what will separate you from every other people doing the same thing as yours. So I'll be listing the importance of building a business brand and identity. Number one is it generate and improve your recognition. I've mentioned that before. Then number two is it's help in generating referral. When I was in school, there was this restaurant named Item 7. Item 7. If actually everybody in Norrington, see now people know about Item 7. What makes the kitchen stand out is, one, the way they packaged their rice, the way they built their store. So the moment you see a black built up with a something red roof, you're like, okay, this is Item 7. So they actually at the same time they work more their publicity. Once you're buying things, there is a name on the nylon they used to pack. So the nylon is not meant for only the food alone. You can actually as well use it again. So when you hear Item 7, it might not be the name of a kitchen, but they added something, a chef, to their logo. So that actually spelled out the mission and at the same time the intention of the builders. Then number 3, it helps you to create clarity and set focus. That's your mission. Your brand provides motivation and direction to your staffs. That's how it is. So it's not all about you having interest in doing business. You must as well learn to have a successful brand and identity so that you can strive and win while doing business. So learn to build your identity so that people will be able to trust your products. Now, why do you think Dangote cement is safe for building? It's not the product people actually have trust in, it's the name Dangote. Why do you feel Chicken Republic can establish anywhere and at the same time they will have customers? They built the name Chicken Republic. Now when you hear Chicken Republic, you feel that okay, this is about this any chicken guy, they sell rice as well. So don't just focus on starting business, no. Focus on, at the same time, focus on how to build your identity. Now, for example, Perry, any movie the man produces, people are ready and willing to consume. At least, do you mind to hear Tyler Perry? You be like, it's a must. I watch this movie. Interesting. At least you've watched it. At least you've bought it. Now, the first stand user of iPhone 15, they complain that, oh, this phone is eating. Why do you think they bought the phone in the first place? People trust iPhones. They trust Apple. They don't care what they will produce. They will buy it. So that's how it is. The moment you're able to capture your target audience through your brand name, don't reduce the quality. Don't reduce the quality. Improve on yourself the more so that people will not get tired of your product. There are some people that we've actually captured to one side. Do you meant to see Justin Stottman in a movie that, oh, this is an action movie? You will sit down. Imagine Justin Stottman acting a romantic movie. Come on. It sounds odd. Do you want to see Basketmouth, Buffett, Sabinos? You know that, okay, these people, they are into this path of life. Basketmouth is not the name of Basketmouth. His name is Bright. Wizkid is not the name of Wizkid. The real name is Ayo Balogun. But now, I call Wizkid now, as though it's my pal. No, I haven't seen him before. But with his craft, with his hand, I've associated him to something. So, there are people, no matter what he drops today, people will still stream. Olamide Ayodeji, okay, fine, that is his name. But if I say, I feel listening to a song by Bado, I feel maybe a newborn people will start asking me again, who is Bado? Before that, Olamide Bado. So that's how it is. Make sure people are able to trust your name, your identity, so that your products will be able to strive in the market. A lot of products we buy today, it's not that they are actually good enough. There are other better products than them. But because of the name, they will always win. Imagine the comparison between Samsung and iPhone through these years that iPhone camera is better than Samsung camera is better than iPhone. Yet, check the list of the top selling technologies. iPhone is still leading. Apple is still leading. Why? So, in building your brand, please, your name, your identity is very important. I'm not, like I do say, I'm not just saying this so that you're able to build brand. No, it's not about building brand. There are a lot of people that have built brands, but we want to build a successful brand name and identity, a successful business. That's how it should be. No matter the field you chose, you want to be a musician, you want to be a comedian, you want to be an influencer, anything, make sure your brand is solid. Thank you. Don't forget, we drop content, inspiring content, motivational content, content based on business, on financial, academics. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and your comment as well serve as a motivation to do more. I appreciate you guys. See you guys in the next episode.